This is Brian too. It's almost 2:30 in the afternoon, June 17th, 2024. Severe sleep deprivation torture. They only ever give me, if I'm lucky, 3 to 4 hours a night, somewhere in between there, but sometimes don't even get that. They made me go as long as 7 days with no sleep at all. And the stream of energy just radiating my brain, totally alert, not even tired. 7 straight days without sleep. Another time they made me go 55 days on 34 hours of sleep. That was in 2018, after I had applied for asylum, tried to reach in Ecuador, tried to reach China when my passport was stolen with the 10-year Chinese visa, but that's another story. But if you look at it, if you go back and you look at the sleep graphs that I posted online on social media, you see these huge gaps in my sleep. I don't mean wake up, go back to sleep. I mean, sometimes awake half an hour at a time, but I'm not awake. I'm laying there, but I'm not asleep. What the system is doing is it's bringing me up out of sleep into theta state, 4 to 7 hertz theta. So it's keeping me just above 4 hertz. So I go to sleep, I get knocked out, I go to sleep, and then the system will bring me up out of sleep and keep me right there just above 4 hertz theta state, where I'm not sleeping anymore, but not fully awake either. Theta state, that's where their technology is most effective. Theta, 4 to 7 hertz theta state. And it's generating all of these dream modulation nightmares, satanic, demonic, sexually perverse, every type of sexually perverse thing you can imagine. Unspeakable pornography played over and over in a looping pattern in my brain, targeting my faith and belief system. One visual sequence was just an example. One visual sequence of the nightmare they were using against me was a huge solar eclipse being eclipsed, totally eclipsed by a total disk of blackest darkness. So it's like a solar eclipse where you see the moon block out the sun. It's totally dark. Well, it was like that. It was a solar eclipse. But the chatterbot, the AI automated special language software program, was playing neurolinguistic programming in the process with this nightmare, this solar eclipse in my mind. As I was supposed to be there sleeping, I saw it, and it was the words the system was using was Jesus is darkness, Jesus is darkness, Jesus is darkness, over and over in a looping pattern. Now they've damaged my hearing so badly to stop the Christian music from breaking brain entrainment with a supercomputer that I can't understand the doctors and nurses anymore. I was in the doctor's office last week, and I told him, I can't understand you. And he said, "Oh, I don't believe your stories about the directed energy." Well, where did the damage to my ears come from? They've been manipulating my medical treatment for years. They've done it all over the world. It's nothing new. But I can't hear them properly. I can't understand people anymore. If there's any background noise at all, I can't understand them at all. And oftentimes I can't understand them even in a quiet environment, because their words are painfully distorted from the torture, the trauma, the nerve damage to my ears. If you go back and you look at the sleep graphs that I've been posting, for example, they've deleted so many channels of mine. But just for example, on TikTok, I have all these sleep graphs posted, and you see these huge gaps. Some of them half an hour or an hour long or longer, where it looks like I woke up and I'm hanging. I'm fully awake. I'm not awake. I'm laying there in a comatose theta state, sleep deprived, not yet sleeping, not fully awake, state of functional disorientation. I can't. That's when the system is playing all these pornographic images, targeting my Christian faith and belief system, or satanic and demonic, whatever, these dream modulation nightmares. And I included one of the graphs at the end of this video to show you. Look at the gap There's these gaps in my sleep, but you know, I'm not awake. And when you see those gaps, I'm not fully asleep, I'm not awake. They've got me, pulled me back up after I fell asleep. They pulled me back up with energy. The system, the AI supercomputer, pulled me back up to theta state, and then began playing all these nightmares in my mind. That's how it works. That's neuroprogramming. That's mind control.
That you must take.
You gotta have that mindset that quitting is not an option. Give up? Who, me? Never. Stop? Who, me? Never. That's for the next guy. That's for the next girl. But not me. Why? Because I don't quit. That ain't how I do it. That ain't how I roll. I never give up.
You must understand that there will come a time in your life that circumstances